Hello student. Today we are going to take a look towards the new topic, and that topic is plant ecology. In previous lectures we have discussed this topic, and today we are going to revise this topic, and that topic is nothing but the plant ecology. Now as we are aware that this plant ecology is totally related to the two different parts. One is known as plant and second is known as ecology. So in this particular lecture we are going to concentrate on this particular part, that is ecology. What is meant by ecology? What is the part which is discussed in this particular concept that we are going to deal with this particular lecture, that is ecology. Now when we say ecology, ecology is the Greek word which is having the comparison of two parts, eco and logy. So eco means the surrounding environment, or we can say the parameter which is having the study of living organism, and another is known as logy or logos. So that means to study, to explore, that is nothing but a logy or ecology. So in together we can define ecology as the study of organism in that particular environment. Say for example here, this is nothing but a particular environment, and in this environment or in this particular area there is a different number of organisms which is living together. Okay, so say for example this one is one organism and here the another organism is there. So these two organisms living in a particular area, and study of this particular area along with this living organism, we call it as a ecology. Now when we talk about the definition of ecology, which we already discussed in previous lectures, what is the definition of ecology? The ecology is defined as the study of organisms in a particular area with their habits or with their habitats. So this is nothing but the proper definition of ecology. He came in first attempt, he gives the particular definition of the ecology as the study of living organisms in their environment with a different population. Okay, so simply we can say that the ecology is defined as the organism with their environment and having the another inclusion of population. So together when we study this, we call it as a ecology. So this is nothing but the simple definition of ecology. Now further moving towards the previous lecture we have also gone through the branches of ecology, or say for example ecology is further inclusion of two parts of ecology, the first part, and the second is known as synecology. Okay, now what is ecology and what is synecology? Okay, so ecology is having the two parts or two different branches. One is known as horticology and another is known as synecology. Now horticology deals with the study of organism with a single species. Okay, and on the other hand synecology is included in inclusion of more than one species. Now simply we can say here, we can take a simple example. Say for example here, if we are going to study the species lion. More than one parameter is also there. So when we concentrating on this lion, then we call it as a horticology, because we are concentrating on the study of only one organism in a particular area, that is lion. So it is known as horticology. Now when we talk about synecology, in a synecology we are going to discuss or study the lion along with suppose a grass plus some other organism is there. Say for example, there will be a other organism is there. So inclusion of these other organisms, which is lion plus grass plus this living organism plus their habitat or their environment is included in synecology. These are nothing but the part of or branches of the ecology. In previous lecture, we have also undergone through the different factors, and we know very well that there are two different factors which plays an important role. That is nothing but the climatic factor. Okay, so there will be again two factors. One is climatic factor. Okay. So climatic factors are the factors which plays an important role in ecology, or the factors which is most important in ecology is nothing but the climatic factor. Now what is included in climatic? Obviously climatic factors include the climatic parts. Say for example light. Okay, so light is the most important climatic factor which plays an important role in ecology. Say for example, in some areas sunlight is more. So due to this more sunlight, obviously the temperature of this area is also increased. And as there will be an increase in temperature, the factors plays an important role on the living organism, that is population. So the number of population will increase or decrease depending on the light indirectly. म्हणजे साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर लाईट हा एक क्लायमॅटिक फॅक्टर आहे. या क्लायमॅटिक फॅक्टरचा त्या पॉप्युलेशनवर, त्या एरियामधल्या पॉप्युलेशनवर हा इनडायरेक्टली फॅक्टर करत असतो बिकॉज ऑफ टेम्परेचर अँड अदर थिंग इज ऑल्सो देयर. सो लाईट इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट इकोलॉजिकल क्लायमॅटिक फॅक्टर. द सेकंड फॅक्टर विच इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन लाईट इज टेम्परेचर. So when we take a look towards the pole, suppose this is suppose earth is having north pole and this is the south pole. So north and south pole is having the different temperature, not only north and south, but when we look at this middle range of the poles, middle of this particular north and south pole, you can see here also there will be a change in temperature because the availability of distance towards the light of sun is having the calculation in this, and that's why the temperature is different at the different parts of the earth. Say for example, at the north pole majority temperature is cool, and here at the middle of the two poles we can say there will be a moderate. The same thing is there at the south pole. The different temperature is available. So north, south, and this middle of the two poles, there will be a different number of different temperature is available, and due to this availability of temperature, the population of this area will be different, and that is why this plays an important ecological factor, or called as important ecological factor. Moving to the next ecological factor, that is the water. So water is also an important ecological factor because ecological factor including atmospheric pressure. Okay, so atmospheric pressure is there, or atmospheric water is there. So this atmospheric water, groundwater is there. So depending on this type of water, this type of availability of water, it also plays an important role on the number of population in that particular area. So it is also one of the most important ecological factor which includes water. Then not only atmospheric, we can also consider the soil water, available water in a soil, that is also most important part as a moisture. Okay, so it also plays an important part as a water as an ecological factor. Now moving to the next, that is next factor, that is the atmosphere. What type of atmosphere is available for the organism for that particular population is also most important factor. So the atmosphere is there. So atmosphere, what is atmosphere? Obviously in atmosphere gases is included along with the wind. So simply we can say gases plus wind. These are nothing but the atmospheric ecological factor, atmosphere with gases. Now as we visit the different sites, the different velocity of wind and gases is available or observed, and due to that again it will cause the changes in population in that particular area, and that's why it is also known as the most important ecological factor. Now the another most important factor is there, and that is nothing but the fire. Okay, so these are the most important factor, but along with that the fire is most important ecological factor which plays an influence on the population of that particular area. Now these all are known as ecological factor, that is climatic factor, or we can say these are the natural factors. We cannot control these factors, so these are the natural factor also, and this natural factor plays an important role on the population of that particular area. Now along with this climatic factor, there is another factor that we call a topographic factor. So what topographic factor is there? So climatic factor and topographic factor. Now this topographic factor, okay, I write here. Topographic factors include the first thing, that is, yes, anybody? Yes, the altitude. Altitude of suppose area. A particular area is having a particular type of altitude. म्हणजे आपण एखाद्या उंच टेकडीवर गेलो तर त्या टेकडीवरचा जो काही भाग असेल तिथला altitude हा वेगळा असतो. When we come to the lower part of this particular, we call it as a another altitude. So it is having the level suppose. Okay, top level, ground level. Likewise we can say that altitude, or it is having the area and it is having the level. So when we change the altitude or when we visit the different altitude, the population of that particular altitude will change. वेगवेगळ्या भागामध्ये जर आपण पहाडीवर गेलो, उंच टेकडीवर गेलो तर तिथे असलेले झाडं, तिथे असलेले पॉप्युलेशन हे वेगळं असतं, आणि आपण खाली आलो सपोज पहाडीच्या त्या टेकडीच्या, तर तिथे असलेले झाडं, तिथे असलेले प्राणी पक्षी या सगळ्यांचा पॉप्युलेशन चेंज झालेलं असतं. ते अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ organism will be different, and that's why this altitude is most important ecological factor. Now next ecological factor is direction of mountain or mountain changes. So the direction of mountain, or we can say suppose visited to different number of hills or hill stations, so that is also having the most important influence in the population, and that's why it is also the most important ecological factor, that is direction of mountain. Which direction is there? Mountain we can see along with this valley is there, not only mountain, along with the valley or valleys we can say. So mountains are there, valleys are there. So this is nothing but the next important ecological factor, the third ecological factor is there, that is known as stiffness and exposure of this flow. Stiffness and exposure of slopes. म्हणजे साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर उतार आणि चढाव या दोन गोष्टीचा सुद्धा इकॉलॉजिकल फॅक्टर म्हणून उपयोग होतो. जर जास्त चढाव असेल किंवा जास्तच उतार असेल तर तिथे असलेले झाडे, तिथे असलेले ॲनिमल्स हे वेगळे असतात आणि कमी जास्त ग्राउंड लेवल असलेल्या ठिकाणी वेगळ्या प्रकारचे ॲनिमल्स आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दी स्टीपनेस अँड एक्सप्लोजर ऑफ दिस स्लोप्स, नंबर ऑफ पॉप्युलेशन विल चेंज इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एरिया. आता आपण एवढे सगळे फॅक्टर्स बघितले, क्लायमॅटिक फॅक्टर बघितलं, टोपोग्राफिक फॅक्टर्स बघितले, तर हे सगळे फॅक्टर्स जर आपण डिटेलमध्ये बघितले किंवा आपण चांगल्या प्रकारे विचार करून जर बघितला तर या फॅक्टरमुळे तिथल्या पॉप्युलेशनवर काय चेंज होतो किंवा काय इफेक्ट होतो हा सुद्धा आपण स्टडी करतो. अँड दॅट स्टडी इज इन्क्लुडेड इन इकॉलॉजी. म्हणजे पॉप्युलेशन नुसतं स्टडी करणार नाही आपण, along with the population we are going to study the climatic factor of that particular area. मग साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं की आपण जिथे राहतो तो एरिया, मग त्या एरियामध्ये कुठलं पॉप्युलेशन आपल्याला सापडतं. म्हणजे ह्युमन बीइंग्स आर देअर, ॲनिमल्स आर देअर, डिफरंट नंबर ऑफ ॲनिमल्स आर देअर. अलॉंग विथ दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू कन्सिडर दिस पर्टिक्युलर फॅक्टर ऑल्सो. मग इकॉलॉजिकल स्टडीमध्ये काय काय स्टडी केलं जातं, नॉट ओनली पॉप्युलेशन but also the climatic factor along with the topographic factor we are going to study in a single part, that is known as ecology. And that's why ecology is an important branch of biology which includes the study of population, not only population, along with their environment. So again we can define ecology. Ecology is the study of population with their environment and effect of this environment on population. So all these things are studied in a ecology. So ecology is most important branch of biology. Now why biology? Because we are going to discuss this ecology in say for example zoology also, we can biology also. Okay, along with that say for example microbiology is there. So we can say that we can apply this particular ecology or study of organism along with their population and environment to zoology also, to botany also, not this. So botany also, and along with the botany we can also apply this particular ecology to the microbiology, because microbiology or microbiological species, say for example bacteria, is different in different location. As we can say cyclophilic bacteria is there, okay, or higher temperature where we can obtain these bacteria, they are also growing. So likewise what we can say, ecology is the field which is related to biology, which is having the inclusion of zoology, botany, microbiology and so on. So this is nothing but the ecological factors which plays an important role in the ecology. Now along with this, इतकं आपण ऑलरेडी डिस्कस केलेले पॉईंट्स होते. या व्यतिरिक्त क्लायमॅटिक फॅक्टर झाले, टोपोग्राफिक फॅक्टर झाले, या व्यतिरिक्त आणखी एक फॅक्टर असतो, तो फॅक्टर म्हणजे इडॅफिक फॅक्टर. सो नेक्स्ट फॅक्टर इज इडॅफिक फॅक्टर. So this one is first, second and this one is the third factor. पहिला फॅक्टर आपण क्लायमॅटिक बघितला, टोपोग्राफिक फॅक्टर बघितला, and now the edaphic factor is also there. Particularly this edaphic factor includes the soil and soil types or soil parameter. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपण वेगवेगळ्या भागामध्ये जेव्हा व्हिजिट करतो किंवा आपण जातो तर आपल्याला आपलं ऑब्झर्वेशन असं राहतं की प्रत्येक ठिकाणची सॉइल ही वेगळी असते. सॉइलचा प्रकार असेल फॉर एक्झाम्पल ब्लॅक सॉइल इज देअर. काही एरियामध्ये आपल्याला काळी जमीन दिसते, आपण त्याला ब्लॅक सॉइल म्हणतो, ब्लॅक लोमी सॉइल वी कॅन से. कधी कधी आपल्याला रेड सॉइल दिसते, कधी कधी आपल्याला लोमी सॉइल दिसतं, कधी कधी आपल्याला सँडी सॉइल दिसते. सो we can say that there is a different number of soils available in a different area, and these different parameters are included in ecological factor, that is edaphic ecological factor. मग याचा सुद्धा म्हणजे या सॉइलचा सुद्धा तिथल्या पॉप्युलेशनवर काय असतो, इफेक्ट असतो. से फॉर एक्झाम्पल पॉप्युलेशन ऑफ सम एरिया इन अ ब्लॅक रिजन, ब्लॅक सॉइल इज डिफरंट दॅन दॅट ऑफ रेड सॉइल. Okay, loamy soil and sandy soil. So depending on the type of soil available, the population of that particular area also different. Sandy soil एक उदाहरण घेतलं तर जसं आपण राजस्थान किंवा डेझर्ट एरियामध्ये गेलो तर तिथे सँडी सॉइल आपल्याला मिळेल. त्या सँडी सॉइलमध्ये असलेले प्लांट्स आणि ब्लॅक सॉइलमध्ये असलेले प्लांट्स आपल्याला वेगवेगळे दिसतील. कम्प्लिटली डिफरन्स वी कॅन ऑब्झर्व इन दिस टू soil, and that's why edaphic factor is also most important ecological factor along with the climatic factor and topographic factor. Now, so is this clear? Okay, what we discussed up till now, we have gone through the ecology and ecological definitions along with the type of ecology, that is the two types, sane ecology, hot ecology, and the next factor which we discussed, that is nothing but the climatic factor or ecological factor that plays an important role in population or the growth of organisms, which includes climatic factor, edaphic factor and topographic factor. Now moving or in upcoming lecture we are going to discuss the another part that is related to ecology and effect of these factors on the organism. So if you have any query, you can do the comment for this particular lecture. Thank you.